Hey guys, Jonathan Soto here, back again doing another movie review, and today we will be reviewing Dune Part 2. Now, you guys might have seen my review for the first Dune. If you guys missed that out, I will leave a link to the description below. And, yeah, so, if you guys have been seeing, like, ads and stuff like that, you guys may know Dune Part 2 has been very critically acclaimed, by critics and by audience too, so yeah, this movie has been very successful in regards to that. I'm not sure if it's successful in the box office right now. I'm sure it is, but this movie, yeah, this movie has been getting a lot of like praise. So, so the question is, do I think it deserves the praise? Yes, I definitely think Dune Part 2 definitely deserved its praise. Dune Part 1 had quite a bit of praise to it, but I kind of don't see what the praise was for that first movie. I mean, it was a really good movie, beautifully well done, but I just thought more could have happened in it, though. You know what I mean? But this movie upgrades that to an extent. This movie upgrades the first one by a lot. Like, in regards to action, storytelling, character development, everything. This is like a huge upgrade from the first. It is much better. It is awesome. This movie, Doom Part 2, I'm not even afraid to actually call it a masterpiece. It is a masterpiece, and honestly, I would definitely say this is the best movie of the year so far. I know we're very early in the year, but I'm already gonna say it, so yeah. Dune Part 2, this was an amazing movie, like, like I said, everything gets upgraded. The character of Shawnee, Zendaya's character, she becomes a much, much bigger character than in the first one. Much bigger role. Yes, she is amazing in the movie, but I'll talk about the characters in order, though, you know? But, this movie, amazing. Cinematography is still amazing. Storytelling, very interesting. And this movie still has an amazing flow to it. Yes, the pace of this movie, like, I was amazing. And let's talk about the characters to this movie now. Now, the characters to the movie, we'll start off with Paul Atreides. He is even better in this movie than he was in the first. Like, he is more of a hero, he is more of a leader in this movie, and he's getting more used to it. Like, even though he wasn't really wanting to be a leader in the first one, he really had no choice because he was the prophesized one. And you can really see it this time, though. And he does a fabulous job being the leader. Like, he is an amazing leader. He really, like, you really believe in this guy. You trust him. The Fremen worship him. He's great. And, yeah, and he has such a strong relationship with Shawnee in this movie. And they do fall in love quite early in the movie, which I was not expecting. So, yeah, I mean, I was expecting them to fall in love, but not in the first act, though. But this movie, yes, Paul Atreides, he is amazing. He has great moments, great, like, fighting in this movie. Like, when he's in action, he is awesome. And I love the scene with him in the worm in the beginning. And, yeah, he is awesome in this movie. And just letting you guys know, this review will not contain spoilers, so you guys are good. This review will be quite spoiler free. I will not get heavy with spoilers. I may describe a few things that happens in the movie, but without spoiling, you know? So, yeah, but Paul Atreides, he was great, and, yeah, and he does some great decisions in this movie. He does risky decisions that he doesn't want to do, but he has to because he's a leader. It's the only way. Like, it'll make him stronger. It'll make him better. Yes, and there's even one scene where he makes a whole speech to the Fremen, and it just gives you chills, and it just really shows you, yes, this guy is the prophesized one. Yes, he is awesome. And now let's get on to Shawnee. Like I said, she's great. She's awesome. She has a great character. Her bond with Paul is great, and she has great lines in the movie, great action, and now without spoiling, I'm gonna say she does not agree with something that happens in this movie. It's a pretty big thing, but you can definitely side with her there, but you can also side with what's going on, but also siding with her as well, seeing her point of view of it. So if that makes any sense. So yeah, her character is great, and I can't wait to see more of what they're gonna do with her. And what else was I gonna say? And then we get on to Lady Jessica, the mom of Paul Atreides. She was yet again amazing, great performance, and she makes a very good decision in this movie. And what was I gonna say? And she becomes great at it. What was I gonna say? What else was I gonna say? I don't think there's much to talk about Lady Jessica in this movie, but she definitely still did have a lot of emotion here, and yeah. And then we get on to the leader of the Fremen. I forgot his name, but he was cool though. I forgot his name, but he had some pretty funny moments in this movie, and I loved how he was the main one that worshipped Paul and really trusted him. So yeah. What else was I gonna say? Okay, now let's get on to my favorite part of this movie, and that is the villain, Fade Rada. Fade Rada, I gotta say, he is such a fucking badass. He is awesome in this movie. Like, I was not expecting this movie to give us an entire, like, a new villain. He worked very, very well. He was better than the villains in the first movie. He was awesome. He was a great fighter. That one scene where he's first introduced and he's fighting in front of the audience. That scene was awesome. Like, you really get to see like his full power, like how great of a fighter he is. And yeah, and what was I gonna say? And Austin Butler portrays him beautifully. Like, he does in a outstanding performance as Fade Rada. So yeah, you really believe in you really see that he's in the character. So yeah, and he has some great like, he has a great story where he's supposed to be like the second prophesized one. The prophesized one was mainly Paul, but the Emperor was like having doubts about Paul, so just in case they try to give a new leader to they try to give a new leader, and that is Fade Rada. They think he could do it better than Paul could, but what was I gonna say? But I can definitely see why, but no, I'm just gonna spoil it if I continue to go that route. So yeah, but like I said, he was awesome. The climax with him was wow. Like, the climax with him was amazing. Like, that has to be one of the best like climaxes of a villain that I have ever seen. So yeah, I'm not gonna spoil it, but I'm just gonna say it really gets you on the edge of your seat. The same with all the other action sequences in this movie. The action sequences to this movie are amazing. They're awesome. They're beautifully well done, and they are like, I don't know how to say it, but they're just like they really get you on edge. They get you so hooked. Yes, the action sequences are amazing. Um, what else? What was I gonna say? And this movie has a huge climax, like I said. Unlike the first one, it didn't have much of a climax, but this one has a huge climax that I loved. And anything else I should say? And Fade Rada was really interesting. Him and Leah Seydoux' character. I'm not sure if you pronounce her name, but she was also a great like new character in this movie too. And what else? Oh yeah, and I did like how the Emperor got a much bigger role in this movie. We actually got to see like what the Emperor looks like, what he does, and stuff like that. And yeah, what his goal is right now. And the Emperor was great in this movie. He was a great character along with his daughter. And there's something that happens with the Emperor in this movie at the end of the movie that I thought was amazing. And I'm not gonna spoil what it is, but wow, like I was not expecting that at the end of the movie. So yeah, the Emperor was cool. What was I gonna say? What else was I gonna say? Um, I think that's all I should say about the movie for now without spoiling. But it's hard for me to review a movie without spoiling, if you guys couldn't tell. But all I'm gonna say is check out this movie. If you have not seen the first Dune, don't even bother. Just go straight to the second one. The second one is very much worth it. So yeah, and I will definitely rate this movie an A plus. I'm there. I said it. This movie is an A plus for sure. So yeah. Bye, and see you all in the next review.